I really do. I love this job. I've been doing this for 14 years. I love this job with all of my heart. You know, I love getting to travel. I love getting to meet people. I've met so many dope people that I never thought I would get to experience stuff with, right? I have also met so many fucking weird people, you guys. So many weird people. And by weird people, I mean Uber drivers. I have met so many weird-ass Uber drivers. And I want to make this very clear. If you drive for Uber, you shouldn't be ashamed. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I have met enough weird Uber drivers that make me go, how the fuck are they hiring for this job? What do they just sit you down and go, how good are you at reading social cues? You're autistic? Let's get you in a car. Like, it's crazy, the stuff I have experienced. I was doing shows in Alabama once, right? For the money, not for the love. I was ready to leave. Just keeping it real, you know? Go into Alabama looking like me. You let me know how long you want to stay. Fucking hated that place. Couldn't wait to leave. I order an Uber after the show. This woman comes to pick me up. True story. I get in her car. She's playing gospel music. Now listen, I ain't hating, but it's not what I prefer to hear. That's all I'm saying. I got no problem with gospel music, but if I had a choice, it's not what I would have chosen to hear. That's all I'm saying. I'm listening to the song. First line I hear this dude say, he goes, Jesus is in the crack house. And I went, change my mind. Turn this up, please. What are we listening to? It's a real song. Look it up. It's called Say His Name. Halfway through it, the dude just goes on up like a panic attack. He's like, Jesus is in the crack house. Listen, I don't know what y'all's relationship is with Jesus, but when I was growing up, he lived in your heart. When did he move to the dope spot? You know what'll catch you really off guard about hearing the lyric, Jesus is in the crack house, in a gospel song? The moment where you have to accept, that might be your favorite fucking lyric you've ever heard. That is a rough moment where you're like, I can't really think of a better one. Here's why I like the lyric. It grows on you. I have never heard a lyric that grows on you. Every time you hear a song lyric, you either like it or you don't. This one makes you go, what the fuck? I guess it's fun. I don't know. It grows on you. It's like getting a massage from a guy, you know what I mean? I know what the fuck I just said. I meant it too. It's like getting a massage from a guy. It grows on you. Like, fellas, you've never gone to a masseuse, ordered a massage, the masseuse comes out, it turns out to be a guy, and you're like, I don't know, man, this might be weird. Then by the end of it, you're like, only Greg touches my feet. That was crazy. I'm saying it grows on you like that. You're like, don't judge. You don't know. Don't judge. I'll tell you exactly what it is about this lyric I love. The phrase, Jesus in the crack house, sounds like a perfect replacement for saying, oh my God. I can't stop using it. Every time I see some crazy shit happen, I'm just like, Jesus in the crack house. You see this shit right here? Like, I can't stop doing that. I'm telling you, next chance you get, let one out. You're gonna be like, it feels way better than I thought, man. It is addicting. Here's what I love about it the most. Doesn't even have to be the crack house. As long as it's any place you don't expect to find Jesus, still works. You're gonna have a field day. You could be like, did you hear Queen Latifah's about to box Oprah Winfrey? And you'd be like, Jesus in a Jimmy John's. You shitting me right now? Dude, it works with everything. So listen, I'm getting distracted. The point is, I heard this lyric. And I remember I look at my driver and I go, did he just say Jesus is in the crack house? Swear to God, this chick looks back at me. She goes, yeah. And I went, was that not weird to you? And she goes, no. And I went, how? And she goes, I used to be addicted to drugs. And I went, that's not an answer to this question. But now I have more questions. And then she says, this quote is burned into my brain. I'll never forget this for the rest of my life. She goes, I used to be addicted to drugs. And I learned to stop doing drugs because anytime I smoked weed that was laced, Jesus would come and visit me. And then I said, that's what made you stop? Like, y'all get the point I'm getting at, right? I was like, wait, Jesus would come visit you? And she went, yes. And I went, every time. And she went, yes. And I went, lady, I've never done drugs. That's the best pitch to do drugs I've ever heard in my life. What are we debating right now? You're telling me if I did the drugs, I get to hang out with the most beloved, most desired individual that's ever existed anytime I want on the clock? Yeah, give me the fucking drugs. If I told you, let's keep it real, if I told you that shooting up heroin would let Taylor Swift come hang out with you for 20 minutes, do you have any idea how many random white women would be tweaked out in the streets of every city in this country? With all due respect, there wouldn't be enough white women left to run an HR department. Are you considering the sheer numbers? If Swifties were junkies, oh my God. Shake It Off would be a song about kicking drug addiction. Bro, they'd be out there tapping each other's veins, looking for loose ones. You and me, we got bad blood. You know the fucking song. They're ODing in some alley. Look what you made me do. I'm sorry, I'm fucking around too much. It's fine, drugs funny.